In this video, I am going to tell you how can we find the volume of frustum of a cone. Okay, so let us first discuss what is a frustum of a cone. Here, we are trying to cut the cone by a plane and the plane is parallel to the base of our cone. Now that the plane has cut the cone, we can see that the cone is divided into two parts. The bottom part of the cone is called frustum of cone. Now here we can see that the actual cone is divided into two parts, the lower part and the upper part, and the lower part is called the frustum of the cone and the upper part is looking like a small cone. Now to find the volume of this frustum, we can find the volume of the actual cone or our original cone and we can subtract the volume of the smaller cone from this. Now the volume of the original cone is 1 upon 3 pi r square h, where capital H is the height of the original cone and capital R is the radius of the base of the cone. Here again we show the equality that the volume of the original cone is equal to the volume of the frustum of the cone and the smaller cone. Here we have represented the dimensions of the frustum and the smaller cone with respect to the original cone. It is very much obvious and we can correlate the dimensions in this figure. Now we want to find the volume of the smaller cone. So as usual this will be 1 upon 3 pi r square in bracket capital H minus small h. Okay, because the radius here is the small r and the height of this smaller cone is capital H minus small h. Now that we have found the volume of original cone and the smaller cone, the volume of the frustum will be volume of original cone minus volume of a smaller cone. And putting the values, we get the volume of the frustum to be 1 upon 3 pi capital R squared multiplied by capital H minus 1 upon 3 pi small r squared in bracket capital H minus small h. Now we are trying to simplify this and after simplification we get 1 upon 3 pi capital R squared h minus small r squared h plus r squared small h. Here we see that the frustum has a small r, small h and capital R in its dimensions, but capital H is missing from the dimensions. So what we need to do is we need to find the value of capital H in terms of small r, capital R and small h, and consequently we are required to replace this capital H. Here again we have shown the complete original cone and also its dimensions. Now we will take this right angle triangle to find the value of capital H in terms of the other dimensions. Here we can see the smaller triangle and the largest triangle are similar to each other. So we can see that the height of the smaller cone, which is capital H minus small h, divided by its base will be same as the height of the largest cone, which is capital H, divided by its base, which is capital R. And going through all the calculations, we find out capital H to be equal to capital R small h divided by capital R minus small r. Now here we have substituted the value of capital H by RH upon R minus R, which is represented in red color here. Going through all the calculations and simplifications, finally we get the volume of the frustum to be 1 upon 3 pi h capital R square plus capital R multiplied by small r plus small r squared. So this is the volume of the frustum of a cone in terms of the true radii and the height of the frustum. So in order to calculate the volume of a frustum, we need the radius of both the bases and the height of the frustum. I hope now you have understood the volume of the frustum and its derivation also. Thank you very much for watching.